All
Okay,
right. What's up, YouTube? This is the Take Five Podcast. I'm Aaron Action.
I'm Rosie, and these are our friends that are joining us today. This is Carrie.
Carrie?
And FENDER STAXX some green jello. Oh yeah!
Hell yeah. All right. Today's topic is top five H bands. All right, Fender, what you got for number five?
All right, for number five, I have. All right. So this was a tough one because I like a lot of different genres. But let's see. For number five, I'm going. This is honestly almost an honorable mention, but I'm going to give you Hellbent. And if you've never heard of Hellbent, mid to late 90s industrial, Fifth Column Records, bands like Chem Lab, Halo Black, and Hellbent. So Hellbent would be my number five. I really like Hellbent. Kind of a varied industrial band, not super mainstream, but cool songs. Three Murders, Three Nights about serial killers, different shit like that. If you've never checked out Hellbent, I would advise it.
I'll check them out. All right, Carrie, what you got for number five?
Okay, so I went with artists that are completely start with H, so not last name start with H, but actually just start with H. But the first one I went with was actually caused by Sharon Osbourne, and that was because Dio and Tony Iommi were not allowed to use the Black Sabbath name, so my number five is Heaven and Hell.
Nice.
Legit.
Yeah.
And let's face it, that lineup of Sabbath, I know it had a tour under Heaven and Hell and what have you, but it's also my favorite Sabbath song with Dio. Like, nothing beats that song. Like, that's just such a heavy ass song. And then the ending as it's going right into that crescendo, just, yeah. Oh, man. Nothing fucking beats that.
Hell yeah. All right, Rosie, what you got for number five?
I know you think you know my whole list, and you don't. For number five, I'm going to go with the Horror Pops.
Nice.
Well played.
All right, I'm going deep on this one. My number five is FENDER STAXX. I might appreciate this one. They're like a shock metal band called Haunted Garage.
Oh, Haunted Garage. That's our boys. Dookie
Hell yeah.
Flyswatter, bud.
Yes.
We just had them on our fucking show at the
Fuck
Whiskey.
yeah. See, I knew you'd appreciate that one.
I do appreciate that one. Holy shit. In fact, I'm ashamed for not having that one myself.
I didn't think anybody have it. I figured you know who it was, though.
Oh, right. Fuck yeah, man.
All right, so what you got for number four?
For number four, all right, I have got Hum. Are you familiar with Hum?
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody knows that one song, but their library is pretty good, and they actually came out with a new album. I want to say last year, maybe after a 20-year hiatus or something. It's like crazy, but same energy, same style. I will say extremely 90s though.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember they were on Howard Stern back in the 90s.
Yeah, when I lived in Chicago, I saw them live, and they brought it like they'd been doing it all year. So kind of a reunion show, kind of renewed my interest in the band, followed their shit since, and then they came out with a new album. I was like, what the fuck? So good shit.
Oh, yeah. All right, Carrie, what you got for number four?
Okay, so I'm going to be predictable here. My number four is Hardcore Superstar out of Sweden.
Yeah,
I know you. Them. Yeah, you know me. I'm a glunk. I'm a glunk metalhead. Got to see them with Michael Monroe in Jersey, man. That was such a good show. Monroe actually had his work cut out for him on that one, man.
we'll mention him. I'm sure he's gonna be brought up again on this episode.
Oh, you.
You gave that one away.
Yeah.
Called
Gary.
it. Fucking called it.
Yeah.
Right there, man. All right.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. They're coming up somewhere in my list.
All right, Rosie, what you got for number 4?
For number 4, I am going to go with Hawthorne Heights, Ohio's own.
Cool.
Oh yeah, right on.
I don't know.
Got to give some local love.
Yeah, they're originally from Dayton. Victory Records at one point, I think. No, what were they on? Not Victory. But yeah, good band.
I know they had
guys.
that one big hit, Ohio is for Lovers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they were never really the same after losing a member, but they're still good. They just put out a new single, I think, too.
Right on.
Cool.
All right. My number 4 is totally different than what everybody else is probably going to pick. I had House of Pain.
Oh shit! I
knew
considered
you were
House of
I
Pain.
actually was like, don't say that band. Don't say them. Don't mention
I
them.
fucking love House
But they
of
were
Pain.
right. But they were right on the tip of my tongue
Yep.
when
You
I
know,
was making my list.
Yeah, that debut album, fucking unstoppable. And actually, they put
That's
out a couple
true.
singles with B-sides that were actually better than anything on any of their other albums. But Everlast can't keep his mouth shut, and it's
Yeah.
Yeah. And besides-
unfortunate.
And the rhymes literally on Jump Around, I mean, they are great. They are that typical kind of hip hop, basically, the brag type of portion of hip hop, which has always been cool in my eyes. I always
Yeah.
like the brag.
Yeah, they were good. Like their second album I like really well too. All right, Fender, what you got for number 3?
Number 3, I am going to go with Hell Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fucking Abbott, like the last remaining Abbott brother. I'm not gonna weigh in on Pantera controversy. If you follow my Facebook, you probably already know where I stand on that one. Tribute band, excuse me, but
Yeah.
Hell Yeah was kind of the last hurrah of the Abbott brothers, and of course, I don't know. I was a fan of early Pantera, not so much Cowboys from Hell, and I know everybody gives me shit about that, but High Note Phil didn't do it for me. But but anyway, I'll always be an Abbott Brother fan. So Hell Yeah, and of course a super group. So if you're a fan of any of the bands that made up Hell Yeah, then you'd have to like if you're a Mudvayne fan or anything like that. You kind of have to give it up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I wouldn't
But
say
it's
it's groundbreaking, but it is fun.
Yeah.
It's funny though, because like I was in a Pantera before Cowboys from Hell. Like I love the glam stuff. And I remember when
Power
Cowboys,
metal.
yeah, like when I remember when Cowboys came out, I was kind of pissed because I wasn't into heavy stuff at that point. And I'm like, man, this isn't the Pantera that I knew. I mean, I
Where are you
grew to
from,
like them
man?
later, huh?
Are you from here?
Yeah,
Okay, well, I'm from Louisiana. Well, at least Psycho is from Louisiana. And, like right next door to Texas, you heard about Pantera all the time before they broke.
yeah.
And of course, Phil will tell you he made Pantera.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was never a Diamond Daryl.
Yeah.
Yeah, Diamond Daryl before it was Dime Bag. It was Diamond Daryl, man. It was
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
glam, son.
I remember there was actually one album from Pantera where it's Phil singing,
Mhm.
but it is totally like glam.
Yeah. He had the
And
big
I
poofy
just-
hair. And,
Yeah. And the one song that just starts running through my head is Pussy Tight.
They like see it's funny. Yeah, like I said, like I had those earlier cassettes, and
Right.
when I said when Cowboys came out, I was like, man, like I'm still not a big fan of Cowboys. I love Vulgar. Vulgar was great, but yeah, I was like I remember I was
Vulgar,
pissed.
they peaked.
Yeah,
They
Yeah.
peaked at Vulgar. But the earlier stuff was a little more Van Halen and a little bit more,
Yeah.
you know, like it wasn't so like trying to be brutal metal, like,
Yeah.
you know, like,
Yeah.
They still had the riffs though. You know, they had some good
oh
riffs.
yeah, fucking guitar was
Yeah.
there, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, Rosie, what you got for number 3? Oh wait, Carrie, I'm sorry.
I got
You're-
skipped over.
Yeah,
Ah,
almost.
oh,
All right,
man.
Carrie.
All right, so now I'm going to take a complete left-hand turn
Okay.
and take it back to the beginning. Howlin' Wolf.
Nice. Damn, that's going way back.
So when I started playing guitar, I played blues. Not metal, not glam, not punk, played rock because I wanted to be Joe Perry, but then I started listening to all the stuff they listened to and then listened to all the stuff they listened to and so on and so forth. And yeah, when I met my husband, I was a blues player, which is really funny because I'd actually never watched the movie Crossroads. But yeah, I've always loved Howlin' Wolf. I've always give me some old blues and I'm a happy, happy girl.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
that
Fender,
is-
she plays guitar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually
we
went
do have-
to Sun Records.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Got to stand in the studio and everything. You know, obviously they do the tour, so anybody get to stand in the studio as long as you got the money to pay for it.
Sure.
And it was cool as shit, man. Because you're standing right there. You're standing where they recorded, the best of that type of stuff. You know, that's where I'm hearing, where they did Smokestack Lightning and all that type of stuff. You know, all that real good Delta. Good
You
Delta
wouldn't
blues.
anticipate it, but like blues rock is kind of in my soul. Like where I'm from, that is the standard is like blues, rock and roll.
Yeah, you're from Louisiana, so yeah.
And so on one of my songs for Jello, we threw in a little blues riff, and it's pretty cool. If you ever want to like mess around with some blues guitar and like come in and like jam with me and the boys, like that is something that could happen.
Oh shit. Got a connection. That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
It's
I'm down.
gonna suck.
Oh no, I'm down. I'm down,
right,
man.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome. All right, Rosie, what you got for number 3?
For number 3, I am going to go with the Hoods.
Nice. So you're trying to throw me a curveball, like because so far I got all of them wrong.
I've never heard of them. What type of style are they?
The Hoods are a hardcore band.
Hardcore band, yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Mikey Hood is a singer. He's about as tall as me and adorable. They've been around for like 20 years or so, and still out playing shows, and I'd go 2 hours or so easily to see them if they were around.
Rosie, how tall are you? Because on my screen, you're only like an inch tall.
That's about how tall she is.
With the rest of your body, you got to be like 3 inches, right? So he's only 3 inches tall, man.
I'm 5'2", but he's probably a little bit taller than me, but not much. But I love it because he's got such a big voice.
So he's a tiny person, like everybody in Life of Agony. You ever see them in person, man? They're all like,
all right, so you don't even know, dude.
Life of Agony is Aaron's favorite band.
That's my favorite band ever.
Yeah, man.
We're going to see them. There's another plan.
Start with L.
They're 1 through 5 for me. But they're
1 through 5.
Yeah, they're playing next month in Columbus, right? At the King of Clubs.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that. I'll meet you at that show, man.
You should go. Me and Rosie will be there.
Yeah, dude. You remember when Whitfield Crane toured with them? And then he was like, 6 foot something, and like everybody else looked like midgets. But then they got in the studio and it just wouldn't work, like
Yeah.
you can sing the songs, but like you can't really write it.
Yeah, because their writing's unique, that's for sure. That's why I like them so much. I like the depressing stuff. But yeah, you should. They're playing with Sick of It All. You should go. We'll be there.
All right,
March
man.
19th.
Hit me up.
March 19th. Yep. All right. My number 3. Since Rosie didn't get there, I'm gonna beat her to it. Hazen Street.
Okay, I'm gonna assume hardcore band is.
It's a super group. They're actually pop punk from hardcore bands.
Okay.
Madball, Madball
Okay.
H2O and Newfound Glory.
Okay, so it's kind of like Night Flight Orchestra, where it's like Soilwork and a couple other like really hardcore, like Swedish, like death metal bands. Yeah.
It's funny because like they were on Good Charlotte's label, so
Okay.
that tells you they are a pop punk band.
Wow, yeah, you
Yeah.
got to be pretty damn pop punk to be
Yeah,
on
hey.
Good Charlotte's label.
Hey, now don't hate on them either. Like,
Hey,
I
man.
don't hate. Hey, I do not hate.
Hey, you know what I always love about hardcore bands is I can always outdrink them.
right?
But you have more broken bones than they do.
One
Right?
shot in, I won.
Yeah. All
Never
right.
mind the.
I'm drinking alcohol-free wine. I'm out drinking a hardcore band. Okay.
Depends on the
alcohol-free wine.
Yep.
That's grape juice.
Oh no, they actually just removed they actually did it normal way, but then removed the booze for people like me who can't metabolize ethanol.
Oh, really? That's like alcohol-free beer. All the bad taste, none of the benefits.
The only good news is that the wine tastes better.
All right.
Right on. All right, Fender, what you got for number 2?
This is gonna sound really trite, and people are gonna be like, "Oh man, they suck, dude." But I'm gonna go Hatebreed for number 2.
I figured Rosie have that one. Yep.
Nope.
Not even
Come on,
honorable mention?
I've got them on my honorable, but I did not put them on my top 5.
Yeah. See, I had them honorable mention.
Did you?
Yeah.
But
Yeah. That's one of those bands people run really pretty hot and cold on. To be honest with you.
I love them. Don't get me wrong. I do. I've got a good friend in the band, and it's just I'm trying not to be predictable because somebody sent me my list.
And I was right. That's why she had to switch it up last minute.
No,
that's one thing
right.
about being a green jello. Is like if people think you've got bad taste, be like, right on. You got it.
You're like, I'm fucking green jello. Of course I do.
Fuck
Of
yeah.
course. You're like, hey man, your band is amazing. Be like, fucking you have terrible taste, bro.
All right, Carrie, what you got for number 2?
All right, for number 2, I'm gonna go Swedish again, except I'm going the Helicopters.
Nice.
Nick Anderson from Entomb. No, wait, no. My bad. That's not the right band. But it's Nick Anderson. It's Dragon from Backyard Babies. And a few others. Sorry. My mind just went. But yeah, they're my number 2. I've loved them for a very long time. Found Backyard Babies, then found these guys. So.
Yeah, I know you like Backyard Babies. I know you like a lot of them.
No, me?
Yeah, I know you like those,
I
those
think I've
bands.
only mentioned them on every podcast I've been on. Like,
right?
I wonder what band Carrie's gonna bring up.
Yeah.
Carrie's on. I already know this band's gonna get mentioned.
All right. Rosie,
They owe
what
me
you got for
album
number two?
sales.
For number 2, I'm gonna go with good old number 3, Hank
Yeah.
Williams.
Yeah, I knew. That's why I didn't even have that one. I knew you'd
Of
gonna say that one. Yeah.
Honorable mention over here, but yeah.
Yeah. Hank of 30 is shit.
Gotta have Shelton on there.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but country music equals immediate disqualification on my side.
He just country.
That's
Yeah.
true. It's the
He
old.
has metal stuff. He has Super Joint Ritual.
Yep.
Phil Anselmo's not winning your case, baby.
Yeah, you forgot about that conversation, didn't you, Rosie?
And Ash Jack. Actually like Ash Jack a lot better than
Yeah.
Super Joint, but
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack was much better.
yeah, I didn't care as much for Super Joint. But I thought about not putting him on here just because I knew you were gonna be like, so predictable, and you were gonna say I was gonna have it, and then I was like, fuck, he's gonna watch it and get mad at me for not having him on.
It's all good. I had him too. But you know, it's good. It's good that I predicted your list, because now I can throw them on there because you changed yours.
I didn't change it. But what do you have for number 2, Aaron?
I kind of mentioned this band on my number 3, H2O.
The fuck did I forget H2O?
I just talked about him on the Hazen Street.
I know, but I forgot him on my list.
Well, to be honest with you, it wasn't a very good giveaway that it starts with H.
Yeah, Rosie. I think that hint out there, she didn't even catch it.
Oh.
Kind of what Carrie did on one of hers.
I'm not known for my brains, okay?
All right, Fender, what you got for number 1?
All right. So I've been hanging out mostly in the 90s, and that will continue. For number 1, I'm going to go Helmet.
Yeah.
Oh, they were, I think they made, my honorable mention.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have followed Helmet since, I can't say the beginning because I was a little kid when they were putting out their very first stuff, but prior to their, I think Meantime was their first original release. The one before that one, Strap It On, and then to current. So they're another band that would go on hiatus but never call it quits. So, it's just one of those bands. It's like, I know that their stuff is not super complex, or like, it's not like Trans-Siberian Orchestra or anything that's like really super progressive and it's going to impress other guitar players and shit like that. But like, I don't know, man, like bands like Eric Clapton and shit like that. Well, I guess it's a solo artist, but people are like, oh, this song is amazing. And I'm like, this song sounds like dog shit. And they're like, oh, but he plays fifth note. I don't give a fuck about how hard it is to play. The song sounds like shit.
Yeah, I get that.
Helmet, despite being kind of easy to play, like their shit just fucking jammed. They always fucking brought it. Like, if you ever see them live, they'll fucking melt your fucking face off with shit that you could play. So
I get that. I had Helmet on honorable mention. Helmet's great.
Oh, yeah.
So that's where we go. Helmet, love it. Can't get enough of it. Wish they put out 2 albums a year.
All right, Carrie, what you got for number 1?
Well, let's just call it foreshadowing.
Is
Number
it a
1.
Swedish band?
No, it's a Finnish band. Hanoi Rocks.
Oh, Finnish band.
Yeah. She gave it away.
I gave it away. I literally gave it away with number 4. I totally gave it away.
Yeah. I don't think anybody else caught it, though.
I did. Because I have one on mine, too.
Oh, really?
can't say enough. I mean, without them, most of the 80s bands that ever existed, which may not be a bad thing, would never have existed. But, I mean, they were one of the originators.
Yeah.
But they did it in such a different way because they had a lot of kind of Clash type of like influences in their music, especially if you listen to like the first two or three albums. It doesn't sound like, your stereotypical 80s hair metal. It sounds like something very different from that. I loved my favorite album is probably their last ever album, and that is Street Poetry. That came out in 2007. And it's actually got my favorite song, funny enough, which begins with an H.
Nice.
And so I've seen Monroe, but I've not seen Hanoi Rocks. I've watched the Michael Monroe's 60th birthday celebration where he got together with most of the original Hanoi Rocks, including the original drummer. And holy shit, Vince Neil should be ashamed of himself because Michael Monroe's 60. Vinny, what's your fucking excuse?
Yeah, we Dustin kind of brought that up on another episode, like what could have happened to with Hanoi Rocks if that accident never happened. You know what I mean? Like,
well, it's not so much about the accident I'm talking about. I'm talking about Vince physically and how he sings compared to Monroe.
Yeah, I get that.
And how he sings in his philosophy. So I'm not even bringing up the razzle part of that.
I mean,
I'm literally, but just the physicality.
I mean, I get Monroe, that, but I'm just saying they could have been, they could have been so much more if that didn't happen, like.
Oh, agreed. I agree very wholeheartedly. But, unfortunately, we can't change the past. But I can look at that and say, well, I mean, here's a guy who just performed 2 hours, sang every note. I don't see anybody making memes of him outside of the, time he decided to sing with David Hasselhoff, which I still cringe at. Look
but
that
you're
up.
Not German. You can't judge.
Michael Monroe singing the Baywatch theme with David Hasselhoff. You better fucking believe I'm judging that shit.
But if you were German, it would be good.
I'm sitting here with a cup of tea going, well, that's none of my business. Okay, so I'm judging hard.
So Vince Neil loves donuts, loves drinking and driving.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Insensitive.
I have a dark sense of humor. Let's not do top 5. We did top 5 comedians, and I think that was the only one where I didn't mention the Swedish band.
Yeah, I'm surprised you worked it in there somehow.
I'll always find a way to work it in there.
Yeah. All right, Rosie, what you got for number 1?
I don't know, Aaron. Who do I have for number 1?
Yeah, you sent her the list.
Call it.
Come on.
Now I know she changed it all up. Hole?
No, call it.
Hole? You talk about Hole in every episode.
She changed it. She changed
He did. I know
so
she
Hole's
did.
your backyard babies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hank Sr.
You're fired.
You are fired.
That was my number 1.
Voluntary.
Is it? Was it?
Yes, it was.
I'm ashamed of both of you.
Now I should have switched it up and put that one and switch it with Hazen Street, so I would have beat her to it. But yeah, Hank Sr. That's my number 1.
Hey, Aaron, look up. There's a tear in my beer, and I guarantee it'll at least drop you to number 2.
That's a great song.
No.
Yes. Anything.
There's a reason that was unreleased for 40 years, man.
Even he said, no, don't put this out. I gotta be dead.
That's one of those Michael Jackson vault songs, like there's a reason. There was a reason they didn't put it on the album, we can resurrect this one day for nostalgia and maybe make something out of it. But for now, fucking lock that shit up.
Yeah.
that is a career that was cut too short.
Yeah, way too
Agreed.
short. It's funny, like how many songs he's recorded in that little bit of time, though. Man, I have probably 200 songs like on my phone of him. You know, like and he was
Yeah.
only around like 2 years or something. It's crazy.
Hey man, listen, don't equate to recording a lot to talent, because I recorded for 6 months, put out like recorded 25 songs, haven't put any of them out hardly, and there's nothing good.
Yeah,
And
but for Hank, they were good.
But prolific doesn't equal talent in all cases. That's all I'm saying.
It could be worse, man. It could be worse. A band I was in, Aaron, you know this band. Not the one out in California, the one I was actually in Columbus. I think we spent, and keep in mind, I wasn't in the band for most of this, but I think they spent like 3 years recording 12 songs and never released a goddamn thing. So
Wow.
12 songs in 3 years is not a good track record.
no shit.
That
We
that
released it on YouTube before it got
That
to
is-
the fucking studio.
poor
Yeah, I remember
timing.
asking you about it. You're like, you can find stuff on YouTube.
I'm like, nope, we have nothing.
Wow.
There's nothing. Well, I'm sorry. Maybe you could go to the MySpace and see if the player still works.
Holy shit.
You said MySpace.
Yeah, I fucking said MySpace. Maybe the Facebook page's Reverb Nation thing still works. I don't know. Oh shit.
Hank and Hank. All right, one of you has to change your number one, man.
Look, right there. I had it on the top. I didn't change
Pick,
it.
Yeah.
pick an honorable mention to jump to your number one spot, Aaron, because you've been disqualified.
So Rosie got fired and Aaron got disqualified.
Yeah.
This is
That's
shaping
right.
up to be an interesting as fuck podcast.
Fender's taking over the show. It is
Sorry.
All right, you
gonna
know
be
what?
taken by an
I'll
inner-
go with the Columbus band.
Oh, here we go.
That's my number one. Rosie would know this one. Hatfield.
Y'all keep mentioning shit I've never heard, man. I haven't been here long enough, bro.
They've
I need
been,
a
they ain't been
description.
around for
Can you-
25 years, so
Say what?
they haven't been around for 25 years. They put out like a EP like 25 years ago, and that was it.
Can you tell me about it?
Straight edge hardcore band from Columbus.
Ben Hatfield on
Ben,
lead
yeah,
vocals.
Ben's been on the show. Like he was one of the singers.
You know, when you tell me hardcore band, that to me that means no drinking, no drugs, and about as interesting as watching drywall.
There's hardcore and straight edge hardcore. Two
Yeah,
different
it's, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
fine.
Haybreed's not straight edge, and they're considered a hardcore band.
That is true,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
unfortunately, that has become kind of the
The standard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but most of
Well,
those.
they become synonymous with each other. But yeah, I agree with Aaron. I've seen plenty of hardcore shows where, I think I can't tell who was drunker by the end of the show, the band or the crowd. And
Yeah,
those are some pretty rowdy ass crowds. Walk away. You see people just coming out of the pit like they're bloody as shit. They go grab a beer, chug the beer, back to the pit.
yeah.
Well, then
Get back in there, man.
And a lot of those straight edge bands from the 90s are not straight edge anymore. So, a
Well,
lot
tell
of
me
them-
about your number one, man. Tell me about their music. Tell me about their style. Tell me about where they were coming from.
militant straight edge. Talk about how they're better than everybody
Everyone.
else. Hey, I tried to tell you about my number one. You made me change it.
So Rosie just thieved your number
He
one.
did
huh?
too. 'Cause I
All
can tell
right,
you more
Rosie, if
about.
you had to pick one, what would you pick? Another one.
if I was
What?
gonna pick one,
Yeah, if you're gonna repick your number one, what do you got?
Hazen Street.
mm,
Hole.
I was gonna
Hole.
say, I almost said hole.
yeah, you, it's already been said. I'm not saying it. I could switch it to the Highwaymen.
Ooh, good shot.
He don't like that one too much either. It's still country.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Hoi An.
I don't know that one.
I know I've got that look of what the fuck is that?
Hoi An. It's two guys from Arizona, if I remember correctly. They've released two records. I saw them play at the Bluebird Cafe in Nashville.
Okay.
And they're kind of one of the records has a little bit more like electronic background to it, but they're kind of like post emo kind of stuff.
Okay.
But they're really, really, really good live.
They're chic because they're obscure.
But they were so good live. I'd never heard of them before I saw them. And
yeah, it sucks that there's so many good bands that like one person in 1,000 actually knows about.
Yeah.
Yep.
And believe me when I tell you that talent is not what makes fame. And it's
Nope.
unfortunate in some cases. Like there are some people that could fucking play circles around popular bands and they never get the exposure.
Yeah.
It's all about this and who you know.
And then there's no talent hacks like me.
Well, you're in good company there because I consider myself from time to time an absolute no talent hack.
I have lots of
Absolutely.
instruments. I can't play any of them.
Well, I can't play anything. I can't really sing, but I'm a front man. And that's the difference. Like, you got lead singers and then you've got front men. Does that make sense? Like, it's
Yes.
not
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah, I get. Yeah.
And then you get guys that for some reason were given both.
Like Sam Spade from the Midnight Devils.
Yeah.
Steven Tyler.
He just has a big mouth. I think he's cheating.
What about Freddie Mercury? I think he cheated too.
He had a
All
big
the
mouth
extra
too.
teeth. Yeah,
Yeah.
all the extra
But that's
teeth,
the
man.
thing. You know, it's like fucking the Rolling Stones blew the curve. Like Mick Jagger. You kind of look like Mick Jagger. You're the front man. Congratulations.
No, everything I've ever read about Steven Tyler, he was just such an abusive fuck that they were like, go be the singer. No,
Yeah. Stop touching our instruments.
go away.
Underage girls.
Oh,
Oh God, please don't start that conversation.
let's not. Let's not.
Well, I like how like we've all got our favorite band shit on this episode.
Everyone
That's always
of us.
fun.
That's a great podcast.
I don't have anything bad to say about Swedish bands. It's just
No, but
you're the
Aerosmith,
only
that's
one
like her
that
favorite
knows them.
band.
Like,
Aerosmith is actually my favorite band. That's
See?
the one that got me into guitar.
You see his
So-
smile go away
so
when you said that?
Oh yeah, it's just like I'm rescinding the offer to jam now.
so here's the thing, okay? Aerosmith,
Uh-oh.
while I like them,
Oh, okay.
are fucking terrible, okay? So
Wow.
they are the
I like
only band that I am parodying on both my 70s album and my 80s album. So you guys don't know this about me. Rosie might, but I do dirty metal parodies.
Okay.
And my first album is 70s rock.
Okay.
So I parody Sweet Emotion,
Okay.
which is of course Stiff Erection, which is, you know, being in high school and having that awkward boner, and then the teacher be like, "Hey, can you come up to the front?" And you're like, "No."
Stand up, son.
Or you're
Remove the
trying to
book
talk
from
to
in
a
front of
girl
you.
and, you know, like you're at more than half mast and trying to maintain eye contact so she doesn't look down. You know, it's like it's unfortunate.
I was gonna say, I mean, some of that stuff's pretty tongue in cheek, but yeah, I can see how you can make those dirtier.
It's very easy to make Aerosmith bad. And then on the 80s album, I've already recorded. It's Dude Looks Like a Lady,
Uh-huh.
but a much more socially relevant version for these days.
Ah. So
I look forward to protesters at my shows.
I get the feeling you're going to get a few.
Yeah.
Probably.
But, there is no bad press, so.
Well, as Admiral Akbar once said, it's a trap.
God.
But that's okay. Sometimes it's good to have a trap. Just like I didn't know.
Yeah.
It was too late to back out.
Too late to back out. And in the end, I really didn't want to.
And there you go. Nobody's judging. Nobody knows what happened. It was fine.
It was two
consenting adults.
Adults, exactly. That's all that matters.
That's all. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah. Maybe you couldn't let go of your own hang-ups, but when nobody's watching,
Hey.
it's all good, dude. Every hole's a goal. Sorry, Aaron, I fucking ruined the podcast.
No, it's all good. That's great.
Shit's making me laugh my ass off.
Oh yeah, no, that's good shit.
Yeah, it got me hard.
I can tell. Hey, is that a illegal rhino horn I just saw on there?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I've got another song on my new album called "Hung Like a Rhino." You know what part? It's a Motley Crue parody.
Right on.
If you can make Steel Panther any dirtier, I'd love to hear that.
Oh shit.
Yes.
I ruined the show. It was such a mistake to call me on here, Aaron.
Oh no, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. Now there's challenges being delivered, people being fired, people being disqualified. It's a wonder. It's wonderful. I love it.
So
Anybody
I gotta
have any-
admit, I'm gonna have to look back through this, and except for the country bands, I'll have to look up a few bands because there were some bands that were mentioned that I'm not that familiar with. Like there's bands you've heard the name of, but you never really listened to. But honestly, if it rated as someone's top 5 band, if it's not country, it deserves a listen.
You have any honorable mentions?
Oh Jesus. Let me see. Halo Black, which is a sister band of Hellbent. Let me think of other H bands. I didn't really write any. Hootie and the Blowfish, but then he went country, so fuck Darius.
Actually, wait, I got something on that. He was actually a R&B singer before he went country. And I know this.
That is racist. You're only saying that because he's black.
No, I'm saying that because I worked at Hidden Beach Recordings, the label that fucking signed him as a R&B artist, and I'm an accountant, so I had to look through his goddamn the royalty spreadsheets on that shit. So yeah. So when the R&B crowd wasn't buying anything, then he went country.
Wow.
Oh man, what about Hinder? Wait, no, Hinder. How about Hinder? I still read it Hinder.
Yeah,
They got mentioned on our good songs by bad bands.
Yeah. Wasn't he married to like Amy Lee or something? And then there was some abuse allegation. I don't know. I don't know about all
or was
that.
that the dude from Seether?
Oh, it was Seether.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Totally
Seether, not
confusing
Hinder.
them too, huh?
Wrong
But, you
shitty
know-
band.
Yeah,
And
no, no Hinder. Nope,
No Hinder?
no Hinder.
Hinder?
No
Is it
Hinder.
Hinder? Hinder.
We can say it's Hinder, and it'd probably be
Let's
a
say
better
it's
band.
Hinder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd probably be a better
Hinder.
band.
That's a fancy way to say it.
Yeah, Hinder.
yeah.
Yeah.
Any other ones?
I'm fresh out, I think.
All right, Rosie.
Hole.
No, really?
That's a terrible
No.
band. That's fucking awful. So bad.
And then
No,
I
they
had,
were great except for Courtney Love.
and then I had Hannah Fairlight.
Hannah
And
Montana.
hey, I love Miley Cyrus. You
Hey, I
settled
like
it.
Miley too. We're gonna fight you over Miley.
Oh my God. Okay.
She's yeah, I would throw down over Miley Cyrus.
That is the ugliest girl in music today.
She's gorgeous.
Oh wow.
I don't mean to be superficial, but she better be
But
glad
you
she had a
are.
famous daddy.
Oh God, don't bring up the famous daddy, because then I'm gonna start quoting Bill Hicks, and then the podcast really is gonna be ruined.
Oh, we're gonna go into Tool territory. Be careful.
No, I'm not going to fucking Tool territory.
Toolatory.
Toolatory.
Tory.
Rosie, any other ones? Carrie?
It's me, so of course I've got honorable mentions. How much time do we have?
What time as you need?
All right, I'm just gonna start listing, and I'll let you guys just react. I don't give a shit at this point.
Every Swedish band that starts with H is about to be named.
Actually, no. Funny enough, there's no more Swedes. Wait, hang on. There is more Scandinavia.
That's why she wants to do the non-US bands, right? Because you got a whole shitload of those.
Oh yeah, already got them, and Canadians, and Italians, and even a Russian. All right, I'm just gonna start listing them up. Have at Hall & Oates, Hailstorm, Herman's Hermits, Him, Hawkwind, Hollywood Vampires, The Hives. Oh wait, that is a Swedish band.
Oh shit.
I fucked up. Hollywood Rose, Honeymoon Suite, Hurt Smile. Hurt Smile, for anybody who doesn't know who Hurt Smile is, and I expect to get full shit from this entire crowd for this, is the other band from Gary Cherone from Extreme.
Oh, Extreme. Oh.
I like Extreme.
Oh.
I get to see them with Aerosmith at Fenway.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was the worst. That was like the worst part of like the 80s turning into the 90s, kind of like circling the drain, right? Like right before grunge,
was totally
like
a step
flushed
above
it
the
all
rest.
away. I want
Nirvana
to see the ground give way. I want to watch it all go down.
Oh God, no. Okay, fine. Learn to fucking swim.
Learn to swim. It was like the last few kicks of the 80s trying to die.
I don't
Sorry.
because they're. I like them, and I really do think Nuno is an amazing guitar player, to the point where even guys like Zach Wilde and what have you call him Prince Nuno, because you had King Edward, Prince Nuno.
Look, I'm not denying talent. I'm
Oh
not.
no, but like you
talent.
said, but once again you said talent doesn't necessarily equal.
But it's a difference between talent and style that I like. Like there are country music guys, artists that are really talented, but I just don't appreciate the style.
That's cool.
I just don't appreciate the musical style. And like I don't know, I'm from Louisiana originally, so like kind of like you either love it or you hate it, I guess. So like I leaned hard rock and roll away from all the country and all the, whatever, man.
I got
you.
you.
Know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with country music.
Yeah, it's just not your deal.
It's not my jam. Like if you love it, like God bless you. Like you poor bastard with terrible taste. You enjoy it.
Okay, we've got more.
All right.
Humble Pie, Hot Leg, which was Justin from the Darkness's other band, Halford, Heart. Let's see, High on Fire and the Heartbreakers.
Isn't this the time where the like orchestra starts to play you off.
Stop the music! Stop the music! I'm still going! I'd like to thank the Academy.
Yes.
I had Heart. Like, I'm not the biggest Heart fan, but she's one of my favorite female vocalists. I think she's pretty amazing.
There's Heart by Heart.
I had Helix.
I couldn't bring myself to put Helix on there.
Really? You don't like Helix?
No, I like Helix, but I just couldn't bring myself to. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! You know, Carrie, you're going 80s glam. You're going so fucking glam on your top 5. try to avoid the glam on the honorable mentions.
Okay, then what about Hurricane then?
How about Hurricane Alice?
Yeah,
we're gonna get
them too. Yep. Halloween.
Yep. Once again, I'm the 80s metalhead. Okay.
Yep. I'll give another shout out to another Columbus band. You probably know this band, Carrie. Hollywood Red.
I've heard of.
They were like newer band. There was a bunch of teenagers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever played with them, but I've heard of.
Roxy May used to play with them quite a bit.
Okay.
And then a band from Detroit, a band called Halloween.
Okay.
Amy Jo
from Halloween, huh?
Yep. Amy Jo, if you know them, comment below. Let me know what you think. Yeah, they're.
Hey, can I ask you a question about Halloween real quick before you start?
Yeah.
So it was one of their songs. 8 more days till Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. 8 more days till Halloween. Silver Shamrock. Fuck
Nope.
you! I got that stuck in your head for at least a week.
Just don't watch the commercial.
Oh my God. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Anything else?
No, I don't.
All right, Fender, you want to plug anything?
Oh, no, not really. I mean, I've got a new extended version of one of the songs off the newest Jello album. I guess I'll plug the newest Jello album. Garbage Band Kids is the newest Jello album. It's from Cleopatra Records. You can stream it anywhere because I wouldn't advise buying it.
You have a new
But you can
Aerosmith song?
Spotify it, and if you listen to it 1,000 times, they'll give us 3 cents, split among 100 band members.
You have a new Aerosmith song called Sag Balls or anything? Or
no,
Ragdoll?
the only Aerosmith song so far, as I said, is Stiff Erection and Dude Is Now a Lady.
I was actually going to say, tell me the title was Dude Is Now a Lady.
It's gotta be, right? It has to be.
Or Dude was born a lady. Dude was born a lady.
So anyway, I'm going to put out a version of Ballad of Green Jello, which is like our touring anthem. It was my song on the newest album, Garbage Band Kids from Cleopatra. And I'm going to put out a B-side, which is me and 2 other Green Jello members doing a cover of Paul Revere by the Beastie Boys. It's the B-side. What do you want, man? Like, and then I'm still shopping my LP because I was trying to find somebody that would pay out the royalty so I don't get sued because I rip off everybody. Fuck, I rip off Pink Floyd. I rip off Queen. I rip off AC/DC. I rip off everybody, but it's all just ridiculous, dirty, heavy metal parodies where we rewrite all the songs and make it as offensive as possible.
Hell yeah.
So anyway, you can look that on my Bandcamp page or something, FenderStaxx.bandcamp.
And don't forget to plug WTF hyphen.
Oh yeah, and we have a TV show. We have a TV show that we shoot at the Whiskey, like almost every week. It's been going for a couple of years. We're still hoping to get a good episode. It hasn't happened yet, but the intent is there. Like,
no, it's not.
If you stream it for 5 minutes, you might chuckle once. You're gonna eye roll a lot. we find the worst of talent from across America, and especially LA, and try to showcase them. I'm not sure why. Like, Bill Manspeaker's a genius. If he would actually use it for good instead of evil, it would be awesome. But no, not at all. So anyway, I love Bill Manspeaker. Throw that out there.
I love Bill.
You love Bill Manspeaker, Rosie?
I do. He's a good dude.
Yeah, he's a good dude. The rest of us are no talent hacks, though.
Lazy ass destroyer, awful.
Lazy D, Jesus fuck, what a fucking slow motion train wreck that shit is. Like, you want to talk about Lazy D is on my cover of fucking Paul Revere. It's Fender Staxx, Lazy D, and Psycho G. I may or may not play two of these people. So anyway, hey Aaron, we should hang out. We'll talk about some shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Drink some coffee.
Fuck yeah, we'll hang out.
Totally.
I'll find you on Facebook or something. We'll chat.
He's like, I'll find you on a fucking parking lot and kick the shit out of you for ruining my show. You piece of
dude.
shit.
Nah, you ain't ruined shit. This has been fun, man.
You're like the fourth green jello member we've had on. We don't keep
Verbally,
inviting.
it's always green jello. Who else you had on?
We've had Bill.
Perfect.
We've had two other guys. I'm trying to remember their actual names. Tyler.
Tyler is fucking. I know who Tyler is. He's got the big fucking like piercings and shit.
Yeah.
He goes by. God damn it! What is his stage name? I know people by real names.
Jella Lugosi.
Bella Lugosi.
Yeah.
Bella Lugosi, but it's not Bella Lugosi. It's Bella. Jella Lugosi.
Yeah, and we had
Titties. Yeah.
Titties.
Oh, Titties the Clown. Yes. Yes. So when he first played with us, I was at his first show. It was like a New Year's Eve show, and he only played the fucking triangle. And it was amazing and terrible.
On the Kiss Cruise, it's triangle and a balloon.
So you'd think if your one job is to hit a triangle, you could do it in time. Nope. Nope. He's a great dude, though. I like him. Terrible musician. Love it. He can drum as well. Not well.
I was going to say, drum as well? Well, that's not really good drumming.
As well as triangle.
Oh, God.
I'm telling you, fellas, you're going to want that cowbell on the track.
Clink. Clink, 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 clink.
All right. You're going to have to do some heavy editing on this fucking episode here.
I ain't editing shit.
Ratings and quality just
nosedived. We're all canceled. We're all fired from our respective jobs.
Okay. If you look on the corner, you can click unsubscribe.
Don't say that.
Smash that unsubscribe button. Come on.
Getting edited. More shit like this. It's fucking terrible. Oh, can I show you this? This is my new Toucan Son of Sam puppet.
I like it.
Toucan Sam.
Yep.
So if you look here, we got the wait, there you go. You got the Son of Sam logo, but there's a bowl of cereal right there.
I was gonna say, is that a ramen bowl?
And then of course a giant bloody wing right there.
Well, of course.
If you don't know about Toucan Son of Sam, just look up green jelly. I said that so they know how to spell it. Cereal Killer. Cereal. serial killer. But we're gonna do a new version. Well, Fender Stax's gonna do a new version of that. Like super slow sludge metal, like slower than Typo Negative and heavier. And
So
then
high
serial
on
killer.
fire.
It's gonna suck.
It's awesome. Is it at least going to be in time?
No.
Oh, it's going to be even better then.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it going to be as good as California? What is it? California Sucks.
Oh, now California sucks. No one's having fun, yeah, because now California sucks. That song is about Bill giving me shit for moving to Ohio. It's bad. It's really bad.
It's so bad it's good.
But it's accurate. It is accurate.
It is.
It's accurate.
Ohio does
So
suck.
anyway. Aaron, do you do music, sir?
Not really. I used to. I used to yell into a mic every now and then.
I say you should start again. It's better to do something badly than not at all.
Well, it was bad, all right.
I'll make you do guest vocals or something. I'll get you back in the game.
Okay, I used to, my vocals are kind of like Axl Rose or a Tame Me Down. That's the style that I used to do.
I just thought, I know that type of style. My husband has that type of style. It's called Snotty Dirtbag.
There you go. Well, if you remember, Carrie, we did It's So Easy.
Yep.
Remember? Like, I used to,
yeah, it was you and Joey up there. And if you remember,
And
I
he
had to tell Joey didn't know the fucking words. I had to yell
Yeah.
him in his goddamn ear.
I don't know, fuck, do you not know the words to It's So Easy?
Let's
yeah,
not
because
even
it's so easy.
Don't even get me started. I've got to wonder how many shots of Jameson he had fucking done before he even hit that stage.
That was a fun night, though.
Yeah. I sang Poison again.
Yep.
Hey, and you look just like them.
Actually, you know what? At that time, they were actually prettier than me. I'll admit it.
That's okay. A few drinks and you'll be just as pretty. Dude looks like a lady.
No shit. Guitar World had the best thing about that. If you didn't look at this cover and say these chicks are hot, you're a lying sack of shit.
Yeah. It happened.
What was that transition though? What went from like Kiss makeup to like lipstick and fucking blush?
That would be Motley Crue. We can all blame Nikki Sixx.
Would it be Motley Crue? Are they the ones that really crossed the threshold?
Yeah, because if you look at okay, Shout at the Devil, which was still more Kiss, right? And then you look at Theater of Pain, Vince has fucking hot pink lip gloss on. Okay? In the Smoking of the Boys Room video. So I blame Motley Crue.
Well, some of the bands in the 70s, like Bowie did it like in the 70s, but that was like
Dolls. Hang on,
yeah.
I gotta take that back. The Dolls. I mean,
yeah.
David Johansen used to run around.
Yeah, it might be. We might be able to blame the New York Dolls for this, huh?
Yeah, but let's not, because they're cool.
Vinnie Vincent Invasion.
Oh God!
No, hey, no trash talking, Vinny. But
it occurs to me that you're all older than me.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm. You said you were a kid in the 90s.
I was born on the Sunset Strip in the 1990s.
Okay, so you're a little bit older than me.
Carrie, you're too young to be into all this old shit. I'm just throwing that out there. Shouldn't you be listening to fucking like Justin Timberlake or some stupid shit?
Fuck no.
She's like, my favorite band is from Sweden and you've never heard of them, but I'm so much cooler than you.
I'm like this little kid, like, yeah, you like Justin Timberlake. I like, Backyard Babies.
Yeah.
That's going to be the inside joke.
In the 90s, I lived in Florida. Like while you were a baby or whatever year you were born, I was like living in Florida being a straight edge vegan animal rights activist.
Hey, Carrie.
Yo.
I tried to give a girl backyard babies once, and she was like, "No, wrong hole."
That's what my late father-in-law would call an asshole baby.
That's what you call it. Oh well. All right.
I might
think we're
just get.
just-
I think I'm about to get canceled and fired from my job just for doing this one. Shit.
See, that's the great thing about Fender Stacks, because I'm not even real. I'm a cartoon supervillain rock star.
Yep. All right. Anything else?
I think we should probably stop before it gets even more inappropriate.
This is the worst podcast. I'm surprised it doesn't have WTF TV on the bottom. I will say that I've watched many of your podcasts, and I think they were all better than this one.
Oh, this is pretty good.
We need to get that regular guy back in. What's his name?
Honey
Dustin?
licorice.
Dustin the
I don't
Wind.
think Honey Licorice.
He changed every week. Now it's Dustin in the Wind.
Dustin, yeah. that's
Dustin. So he went back. So he's now changed from honey licorice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
At
makes
least
me sad.
in the wind.
He did more than me. He was more knowledgeable. I looked with a confused look on my face at a lot of the bands today. I got to be honest, especially Rosie's, because she has bad taste.
It comes with the vagina.
Hey, doesn't come with mine.
Well, apparently I got bad taste too because he made me change it. It was so bad.
Oh yeah. See,
Only
see,
now
because
I
you
have a
picked the
vagina.
same thing.
see, I
Like,
won. I didn't have to
you're-
change any of them.
you were picking the same thing. You were picking the same thing as Rosie, and you even heard her list and still picked the same thing.
Well, because yeah, she told me she changed it all because he tricked me on that last one.
Once again, Rosie got fired.
Yeah.
You got disqualified.
There's a tear in my beer because I'm crying for you, dear.
Oh God, stop.
You are on
Stop.
Okay, you're right. That song sucks.
It's not that I don't know it, it's that I don't like it. Fucking terrible.
At least it's not about halitosis.
Let me just say this.
Yeah.
Hank
Starts with
Sr.
an H.
was the biggest one-hit wonder in the fucking history. I'm just telling you that.
Well, what's his one hit? 'Cause I know of about 30 of them.
Nope. It was what was his one song? I can think
see?
of Three Little Pigs. He was thinking of-
Yeah.
What's the fucking song about God, I'm not up on country. Hold on.
Oh God.
Your Cheating Heart. One hit wonder.
Oh,
Called it.
that's a wonderful song.
It
Yeah.
is a good song.
See, there you go. You just confirmed it. One hit wonder.
You're
I called it.
in hard.
I thought you were going to say,
Cheating Heart.
yeah, I thought you were going to say about the Broken Heart song. I'm like, well, that's like all of them.
Every one of them.
Every one of them.
You
I
know,
guess
he's
that's
not
why I
much
like-
as listen, he's not so much a talented musician as just a fucking guy with terrible taste in women.
Oh, that happens, though. You know that.
It does. Have you ever listened to Stabbing Westward? Same fucking story, man. Like, just bad ex-girlfriends. I love
I
you,
think
Chris.
half-
I'm just joking.
Half of music is because of a bad ex.
That's
Yeah.
true. True. If everybody had a really nice girlfriend.
85% of all music in general is because we hooked up with someone that, what the fuck were we thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
for sure.
what it takes to make good music is bad exes.
Look
No
what it's
shit.
list.
Yeah, fucking Aaron, please edit this. Fuck, edit it.
No.
It's gonna be like 5 minutes long.
Yeah, no shit. Like, yeah, what am I editing out? Like, hi, YouTube. This is the Take 5 podcast. Over. 5 and out.
Edit that out.
Shit, that's the thumbnail. What you talking about?
That's gonna be the thumbnail.
Yeah, I want that to be the thumbnail. I do.
Yeah. All right. That's it. Let's call
All
it
right.
a day.
All
I
right, that's
appreciate
it.
Like a
having me
plan.
on the show.
Yeah,
It
thanks.
was a
lot of
good
fun.
one-time appearance, guys.
That was great. All right. Thanks for watching. 5 and out.
5 and out.